Good.
And welcome back. Well, it can be difficult for seniors to carry out some simple day-to-day tasks.
Whether it's with planning meals, shopping, housekeeping, well, now they have a way to get a little or a lot of help. And joining us now is Ruth Busalacchi from Synergy Home Care, and she brought along with her Ed Puchalski. He's an American veteran, and they are here to explain some of the supportive home care and special VA benefits that Synergy offers. Great to see both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Ed has an incredible story. He's an example of the kind of person that you work out a plan to help with so that they're able to stay in their home.
That's exactly right.
And I'll tell you, it's good if you have a plan and you know what to do and can direct the person that comes over. We've had wonderful results. They not only do the day-to-day work, but they caught up on a lot of the, washing curtains and vacuuming drapes and things like that, in addition to the regular work. And it worked out just beautiful. And it's only 2 hours, 2 days a week, if you can imagine. But they work a solid 2 hours, and it's very, very wonderful.
They get a lot done. What are some of the things that you had trouble doing?
Well, going down steps into the basement, of course. I used to do my own laundry, but having two handrails didn't do much good because I had a handful of folded clothes, and I was inching my way up with the one hand on the railing.
Let's talk a little bit about your story. You served in our country's military for 26 years.
Yeah.
You were with the Air Force.
Yes.
And what was your position?
I was a navigator.
And what was your rank?
Lieutenant Colonel.
You were a Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force for.
No, I'm a retired Lieutenant Colonel.
It's wonderful. And you were a navigator. You served in World War II as well as the Korean conflict.
Well, in the Korean conflict, I was doing intelligence work.
Okay.
All right.
And there are certain benefits that you give to veterans?
Yes, it's a wonderful program. And especially this time, Veterans Day is coming up. Many of our veterans aren't aware that some of these services, in fact, the services that Ed is receiving, are paid for by the VA. If they qualify. So it's a wonderful opportunity for people to get that little bit of extra help they need so they can stay independent in their own home.
Is that part of the homemaker benefit? What is that?
Exactly. So that's the homemaker benefit program. A veteran needs to go to the VA to see if they do qualify, so they need to be seen by a VA doctor. Doesn't mean that they need to convert all of their care there. But for those who do qualify, it's a fantastic service. 25% of our clients that we're serving in their homes weren't even aware that the government would help fund that program.
So what services do you provide in particular for Ed?
So Ed likes a good home-cooked meal, and so we matched him up with one of our caregivers that's a good cook, and a couple days a week they cook together and make a couple of meals in advance so that he's eating healthy.
That's wonderful.
What kind of food do you get?
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Absolutely. If I had to cook those meals myself, I mean, it would really be a project. Because you get at least 2 vegetables, and you get a nice portion of meat, and you get variety. You get something different every day, and it really couldn't be much better.
Can
and
you
it's all
choose?
healthy food.
Yeah. Can you choose some of your favorites?
Yeah. Oh, we have like a chop suey and things like that. Meatloaf, everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of good vegetables that I wouldn't ordinarily buy.
Yeah.
You know, like Brussels sprouts and things like that.
Yeah. What has it been like for you to be able to stay in your home?
Well, it's wonderful. It's just great because my home isn't that large, but it's comfortable, and I'm surrounded by wonderful neighbors. Everybody chips in and helps, and I've got people coming into the house all the time. So it's just, it couldn't be any better.
It's wonderful.
I bet you hear a lot of
I
stories.
live a wonderful life at 92.
Yeah.
Can't believe
Well, you
he's
deserve
92.
it. I know.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Right.
Ed gives back to us so much more than we give to Ed, and that's the truth. And that's what caregivers recognize, is they get so much out of this relationship.
And I bet it's gratifying for you to be able to work with families and to help people like Ed so that they can stay in their own homes where they're comfortable and they have great neighbors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's exciting to be able to sit down and let's see what's out there and available. So anyone that would give us a call, we'd be happy to do that.
And you can provide more care too if people
Yes.
want it, right? So it doesn't have to just be 2 hours twice a week. It could be a lot more than that, right?
Absolutely. Anything from 2 hours to 24 hours. But the point is that you decide what's important and what you need, and we'll work a plan around it.
It's
great.
fantastic.
All right, here's the information for Synergy Home Care so that you can call if you or someone that you love needs some help around the house. 844-7WE-CARE is the phone number, or synergyhomecare.com. This will be available on our website again this afternoon, so if you need to look up that number, you can do so. Thanks so much, Ed. Thank you for your service.
Okay.
Yes, very nice to meet you.
Thank you
It's a
so
pleasure
much.
to have
Yeah.
you here.
Thank
bet. Love you both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Mwah.
sweet. Thank you, Ed. And
All
thank
right,
you,
thank
Ruth.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're very